Good evening, families and friends across the region, Hebrews and friends around the world. I am your host, owner, Yash, Qaraah, and founder. Show is sponsored by 7stage.com, hosted at iTunes and iHeartRadio. Today's show is called These Streets, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this, 20, 25 minutes, maybe half an hour. But let me just get into this. By the way, yes, my show is hosted on iTunes 24/7 and iHeartRadio. And it's a lot of other brands out there that carries it. But I'll be forgetting their names. It's a lot of people that have my show. That's streaming on the internet. That's why it became worldwide. So it's just up to you guys. And if you're overseas, I don't discriminate. If you're overseas and if it's above the things I just mentioned, yes, can run your ad. Now, the difference between running your ad through speaker, they're going to negotiate all of that stuff, how that works. But if you want me to do it personally, you got to go on 7stage.com and look at my ad. Okay. It's a little bit more personal where I get one-on-one with you. And if you want me to work with you 30 days management, then we can do that too. So I'm just all kind of things. I'm just using my profession. I've been culinary chef for going on 19, 20 years. I've been videographing for like 12 years. So I'm just using my skills, man. And what's wrong with that? Right? I wanted to talk about these streets because what people don't understand is that Hollywood is getting you guys caught up. Yes, I know what Cardi B said about flu. And flu's supposed to be something derogatory against the Crips. Instead of saying blue, they say flu. It's like a low blow, right? And Cardi had on that mink or whatever she had on, and she said, "I'm wearing the shit out this flu," and she did it intentionally. But this is what I'm going to tell you guys, and Shy, and especially in West Coast, a lot of you brothers check out the show. May not be a lot of you, but a handful of you do. And I'm talking to the Crips and Bloods right now. If they're listening, please check this out. Listen very carefully, And Pyru, in the Shy, listen to what I'm telling y'all. Don't get caught up with this Hollywood stuff. Okay, they're targeting you guys, and the reason I'm talking to the gangs is because, well, on the internet I am. When I was in East St. Louis, I lived among them, but it wasn't at that time. It was no Crips and Bloods. 69 Rollers, I think, was based out of West Coast, but it was Peacemakers, UBS, and Vice Lords, Disciples. Okay, and those are still gangs at large, and there was some Levatos here and there. Santa Maria, and some of them gangs in the Latin world is just, man, I'm going to even mention y'all because y'all are really way out there, bro. I don't think y'all can be reached. So I'm going to keep this straight on my peeps. Crips, Bloods, Pyru. So listen to what I'm saying. I know when they being manipulated. Yes, Cardi says something that was a little disrespectful, but what I'm trying to tell y'all, don't get caught up. Hollywood is using actors, rappers to try to get in y'all territory. That's all they're doing. And they really need sacrifices. So only way I can tell you this is do not hang out with a bunch of hip hop artists. Listen to what I'm telling you. I'm telling you something that's going to really hit hard. And I know you guys got some heat, but they got heat too, bro. Everybody got burners. Okay. I'm telling you how it rolls. These people are wicked, man. They got deep pockets, and the deeper your pockets are, they can do things to you that you can't do to them. Okay. Everybody got muscle, man. Everybody got some, when I mean by that, they got crew. Some people willing to die for that blood, that Crip, that pie. I get that. What I'm trying to tell y'all is you're being set up, man. It's all a fucking setup. And when I see people like Game, I can't take him serious. When you have a little change in your pocket, you can pay anybody to say anything and be your bodyguards. Like Soulja Boy, a lot of the Pyru didn't even know that cat, man. So he paid a few clowns some money, and he went out there clowning on them. I mean, you get what I'm saying? Just look where I'm going with this. Now, what does that mean? That makes y'all get angry, right? So now y'all want to go after Soldier. I'm gonna tell you, if Soldier got deep pockets, so let's say you know where he hang out at, it's gonna be a blood war. You ain't gonna win, man, because the person with the most money gonna win. That's just the give and take. The person with Tukey knew this. Let me go back to the Crips. Tukey Williams knew the truth, man. Tukey, the sad thing, I get upset about it because Tukey wasn't no punk. Let's just keep it 100, all right? But Snoop knew. So, listen to me. I ain't starting no wars. I'm just telling the truth. Snoop Dogg know that Tukey was killed by Illuminati. Let me just go for, and when I say Illuminati, I don't mean just music industry. Illuminati is all over, man. They anything that has deep pockets, they in on it. Okay. Tukey didn't kill nobody, man. Let's just keep it 100. Tukey did not carry out an order that they wanted him to do, so they set him up. That's how they do us all, man. This shit been going on forever, and whenever they get you to do something, you can be a what they call an informant, and they want you to turn somebody in. You have a change of heart, man. They have everybody come at you. They set you up on. It's more informants in prison that haven't killed nobody just because they didn't go along with the protocol with the FBI, CIA, and that's the truth. And Tukey was one of them. Changed his whole life around. Nobel Prize, writing good books, and I knew. When he cried out to Arnold Schwarzenegger at the time when Arnold was governor, they wanted to get rid of him because Tukey told a lot of people in prison how Hollywood get down. That's the truth. Now, this was probably 3-4 years ago, but I did a film on Tukey on 7stage.com to even get more in depth into what was going on. But the brother didn't kill nobody. He was big as shit too, wasn't he? No fat. The brother just was all lean. But they hated him. And the FBI hated him because they wanted Tukey to be a stool pigeon. He didn't be a stool pigeon. Now check it. The same thing they did to Tukey. It's what they did to the Shah. They had Tukey them set. They made it look like Tukey started a war. And he didn't. And another thing, I know this is going to blow your mind, man. Tukey Williams was almost like an Elijah Muhammad. He was put in a situation to control, but as a stool pigeon, because he didn't have enough muscle to start no damn Crips. That came from the FBI with muscle. When I mean with muscle, with territory, with money, they fronted him everything. Then they started doing things that didn't make sense. Tukey started noticing guns was being dropped off in the neighborhood. He had nothing to do with that, but they was labeling him. Now, the same thing they did to the West Coast, they did to the Shah. And we ain't talking 70s, 80s, man. Shit happened in the 90s. And probably still happening. The FBI, CIA, would go in the neighborhoods and they would hire black men and tat them up, whether they was fake tats or real tats, and have them look like gang members. The same shit they did in Ferguson. Half them people that was looting, they were fake. They was brought out there, paid for by FBI to make it look like black people are radical. Okay, now the same thing they did in Shy. They had black niggas looking like hardcore criminals, but they was paid for it. There was agents for the FBI go in certain neighborhoods and drop off hundreds of guns. Guns you can't even pronounce. They had guns that weren't even on the market yet, specially made for the hood so they can kill each other. Truthfully. Tukey saw this and spoke out on it. Boom. There we go. Pin a murder charge on it. I'm just telling you. And the only reason they didn't kill him because they knew that a lot of people that around Tukey knew that he had some inside connection, and to kill him, too many people loved him. Even the Bloods may not have liked him, but they respect him. So he's just OG you don't touch. And so if they'd have touched him at that time, it'd have been a war on law enforcement. They know it. Okay. I'm saying that I went all around the bridge just to get to here. Now here we go. Fast forward 2018. They're doing the same thing to y'all, man, but y'all can't see it. They're using these Hollywood rappers to try to invade the Crips and Bloods and make y'all look like stupid ass criminals. Now, a lot of y'all are. Let's just keep it 100. But a lot of the OGs need to be talking to these young people, man, and not fall for the hokey doke. Just because Cardi B said flu, okay, y'all got to think about, why would she say this? Why would she get on Instagram and print that? She knows it's going to make y'all go crazy. So what would be the point? Listen, they're trying to start a war with Crips, Bloods, and Pyru. Now, I don't know if Pyru is the same as Blood. I don't know. All right. I'm out of the loop on that. So don't hold me to that. I'm just putting it out there. It doesn't matter how tough you are, who you're willing to die for, because the person with the deepest pockets is the person who's going to move equipment, have the most muscle, have the most artillery, who can do the most damage. I'm telling you, that's how it rolls. That's why Tukey couldn't win. His pockets was too short. The people that was fronting him had all the money. He didn't have no money. You understand what I'm telling you? So now here we go. And I see people like Game, I just don't have respect for him. Now, he may have a lot of people around him that is blood, but what Game a millionaire. So he can pay everybody around him, feed them, make sure they got nice cars. Of course, they're going to look the part. But from the last Bloods that I heard, they don't know him. They knew his brother, but they don't really know him. See, these niggas got these Hollywood Bloods, man. These ain't real blood or Crips. These niggas Hollywood, and they using the real street mentality of the Pies and the Crips and the Bloods to try to get, that street credibility. But the shit's getting old. So what I'm trying to tell y'all, don't fall into the gap, because they're using y'all as a damn sacrifice of some sort. And y'all want to hang with these dudes. Do not hang with these Hollywood niggas, man. Did you know most of them niggas are gay? Them niggas suck dick, bruh. Don't y'all got chicks in y'all group that do that for y'all, right? That was a little sister in West Coast. She had braids and she was addressing Cardi. She was pissed off. Nice looking sister. Y'all got some nice looking women in there. I'm just being real, man. Shit, I'm from East St. Louis. I'm a hood brother first. But I'm just saying, sister, don't get taken out of content or character for Cardi. She's cloned. She's on the MK Ultra. Y'all ain't gonna win that war. They're looking for a reason to do something to y'all, man. This is my thing. I know what it's like to be on welfare all my life, and I stay in the projects half my life. When you're in the projects, there's so much love. Y'all may not see. You can't understand this life if you haven't lived it. So I lived it, and I'm telling you, everybody knows you, man. Everybody know your walk. You could just be walking. Oh, that's Yash, right? You could be a stranger walking through that. They can pick you out instantly. And you probably say, well, why come that sister don't move out the projects? You don't understand her cause, man. You don't understand what that sister going through, because there's so much love in the projects. You don't know if you can get that anywhere else. One, you don't want to break that. It's like a code. You don't want to break that, man. You be like, damn, there's so much love out here. Everybody know you. You don't feel like you have to prove yourself. So when you move in another area, it's a whole different ball game. A lot of times you move away from your family. There's no support system, and you starting over. I get it. I understand it. But this is what I'm going to tell that sister and tell anybody, but you have to. You have to change. I'm going to tell you why you got to change, because as long as you hold on to all of that anger, when somebody say flu, you ready to kill, what are you getting out of it? There's people is losing their life every day as a Crip, Blood, and Pie. They're losing their life every day over markings on the wall. White man on that damn wall. You say don't come in my hood, but the white man on that hood you're fighting for. Until you can get some real resources and real land, you don't own nothing, so you're fighting over garbage. You're killing people over tennis shoes? Man, you can go get tennis shoes out of China. They don't even have to be the real deal. China make the best knockoffs. I'm just being straight, for pennies on the dollar. So I'm just don't understand, what's the point of letting these people in Hollywood getting you all railed up, because that's all they're doing. They need some sacrifices, man. And then they'll ask you, well, we sorry, come on down, we're going to celebrate. They're going to kill 3 of y'all. They need sacrifices, man. They need lives. They need innocent lives. And they don't care if it comes from gangs or whatever. But basically, Hollywood is working with the damn FBI, CIA. They're all in cahoots with each other to try to end y'all, man, to try to cause some type of confliction. And then they have a reason to kill. You can't let Hollywood set you up like this. These Hollywood studio niggas, fake Bloods and Crips, you already know them. But don't let them get under your skin. OGs, y'all got to step up. You got to talk to these young women. That's Crip Blood and Pies. You got to talk to the young men. That's Crip Bloods and Pies. You have to. Because if you don't, Hollywood is going to get them destroyed. Just because they invite you over and they give you shit, that's all set up. And then be careful with accepting gifts from these studio hip hop niggas, because they pray to Satan over it, man. That's why you're having so many problems. I mean, you'd be like, we didn't have this problem until a month ago. Old boy came in and spread his love. He didn't spread love. He spread demons on y'all, man. That's why I don't have respect for Game. Game know about the homosexuality. Game has been involved in that homosexuality shit. And then why come when people talk in Hollywood, the first thing you want to do is get your muscle and let us do that, bro. You can't punk everybody. You can't kill everybody, nigga. It don't matter how much money you got. Niggas on the street is talking. You cannot intimidate everybody because you got muscle, man. Please. I'm just telling it like it is. You can't sit back and threaten everybody because you this Hollywood cat. You this Hollywood I don't have respect for Hollywood gangsters, man. Cause y'all ain't living the life, bro. You can't sit back and tell a man about the project life, and you got a mansion and you got a fucking yacht. You got cabins, man. You got clothing line. Please, nigga. And you come by and step back and give a motherfucker some turkeys and hamburgers and a ride around the corner like he a 3-year-old. That's fake to me. I heard about Kendrick Lamar move his shit in the hood or whatever. I got respect for Kendrick. On one end, his street credibility is the utmost. I give him credit. But Kendrick, you sold your soul. That's why I can't fuck with you. I can't give you credit because you cannot produce. The fact that you sold your soul is false because you did. Dr. Dre took you, taught you, told you what it's going to take to get you to the next level. And you had no problem doing it, man. So you a good dude on one end, but the other end, you turn fucked up, man. So you can make records about Yah and all of this, that, and the other, that you're an Israelite, but you're trying to play both sides. I mean, you and J. Cole do so much great rapping, but there's so much fucking confusion y'all spit. On one end, you're talking about DNA, then you do a video with Rihanna talking about Satan. Come on, man. That's the shit I'm talking about. So these Hollywood rappers, I don't care how good they are, the more famous they are, the more shit they doing. Y'all don't think Kendrick Lamar, Dr. Dre, Gang go to them rituals? Y'all don't think they done seen babies get killed? Y'all don't think they drink blood? Come on, man. Y'all don't think they fuck with homosexuals? Listen, you can't get that high up like Kendrick Lamar if you ain't sold your soul and playing the rituals. You can't do it. Dr. Dre done already schooled him. I know y'all don't like to hear the shit, but it's the truth. You can't fuck with Hollywood, man. This is the thing. Either you is or you ain't. You will or you won't. You do or you don't. You cannot play both because you're going to love the one and hate the other. You can't sit at the table with devils because a nigga feeding you, man. Feed your own self. You somebody's boy. That's your boss. He your daddy. Do he slap you on your ass and say Sager? I'm just saying, I ain't nobody's boy. I don't want nobody calling me they boy. And they gonna, set me up. You don't need to do shit for me, nigga. Give me a pound and keep it moving. So I don't want to hold this show long. The show is called These Streets. And I wanted to come to you guys and hope that it resonate with a lot of people in Chi, West Coast, East Coast, that a lot of these Hollywood brothers that's calling themselves Bloods, they ain't no fucking Bloods, man. Y'all got to stop this shit. And the reason I'm saying something, because they using these Hollywood brothers to kill innocent Bloods. Now, I ain't saying Bloods are innocent because y'all did your dirt, but I'm just saying I'm jumping in on the Hollywood part of confusion because I can't stop niggas from killing. You know, this shit been going on long before I was alive. All right. But what I can do is let y'all know that Hollywood is poisoning the minds of the people, and they need more sacrifices and more rituals, and they're going to use Crips, Bloods, and Pyru to kill each other over a damn saying that Cardi B did. That shit is a setup. And I hope y'all begin to see through these Hollywood niggas. And even Game really, okay, if Game really cared, why come he just didn't diffuse it? He's talking about it's no big deal. It is a big deal. It is a big deal, man. If you go in East St. Louis right now and start talking shit about gangs, you're going to get killed. Less than 5 minutes. That's not my life. But at one time, I lived among them brothers. That's the way they feel. And their kids are grown now. Their kids are grown now. I'm just telling you guys, you're playing with fire. But at the same time, brothers, don't let Hollywood take y'all on the trip. That's why I had to speak on this. Because at the end of the day, yes, I'm Yash Qaraah. I got a network. But you got to remember something. I was born and raised on welfare. I saw welfare half my life, most of my life. I lived in the project most of my life. Gumpers, Johnny Shields, Roosevelt Homes. That's what I did, East St. Okay? I went to the government cheese line. I saw niggas get killed. I saw girls get stabbed. I've been in there. I've seen it. I knew the drug lords. So I don't have to prove shit. That's why I had to do another documentary on myself, because there's so much I got to say. Now I'm considered an OG. And I see some of the young folks coming. They don't see the hypocrisy and the propaganda that Hollywood's trying to confuse them with, man, with these niggas that's popular. And they ain't nothing but studio gangsters. So anybody that gives a damn, let the Bloods, Crips, and Pies hear this. No disrespect to none of them. I just hate to see Hollywood confuse y'all with bullshit with Cardi B. That bitch is a demon, man. And she's trying to start fucking wars. And I believe Game knew it. So, hey, that's all I got to say. I'm not going to drag this out. I hope this reached the people that has great sense and can articulate. And OGs, you have to talk to these brothers and sisters about letting Hollywood come in and fuck y'all around. I'm going to talk to y'all real soon. Love y'all very much, family. And even my brothers on the streets in East St. Louis and all the gang members, because a lot of them listen to my shit. Y'all family. One love.
Now that you have the four horsemen riding, now that you have the elements of this destruction on America, it's still everything, it's always a racial thing. Because of what? You have a kind of a man, I'll say it again, represented as the ant, still trying to exterminate the elephant. Talking that's a rap, loading in a coming to break your fucking face, no doubt, never sip, codeine in my cannabis, pocket, now I'm on the book, thugging niggas know where it's at, smoking on the fucking set, niggas talking that's a rap, loading in a coming to break your fucking face, no doubt, never sip, codeine in my cannabis, pocket, now I'm on the book, thugging niggas know where it's at, smoking on the fucking set, niggas talking that's a rap, loading in a we kill the men, we kill the women. We kill the children, we kill the babies, we kill the blind, we kill the cripples, we kill the crazy, we kill the faggots, we kill the lesbians. I said, God damn it, we kill them all. Pocket, now I'm on the book, thugging niggas know where it's at, smoking on the fucking set, niggas talking that's a rap, loading in a coming to break your fucking face, no doubt, never sip, codeine in my cannabis, pocket, now I'm on the book, thugging niggas know where it's at, smoking on the fucking set, niggas talking that's a rap, loading in a and he's got a fucking technology, a death dealing technology, where he sexualized your children. He give you the fucking vaccines if you have a child. That child gotta get Jewish satanic doctors gotta give him 24 fucking shots. And if the child does die in your custody, he's gonna put you and your wife in fucking jail. What kind of fucking shit is that? Then you got the Negroes in Africa, they're having machete wars cutting each other up. But y'all niggas are violent against each other more so than in Malcolm's time. But if I say, why don't you go kill these fucking police? Kill these fucking FBI men? You ain't got shit to say. Terrorists, everybody, the number one terrorist is in the White House. Bush, Hillary, and Obama. President Obama ain't talking about no black people.
Black man?
No. He's a human artificial. He said he's an American. He's an assimilationist. He went against his pastor and fucked up as Christian reverends are. Reverend Wright was right. Everything he said was right. You know how many times they told me, brothers, that everything you said was right, but that was the time to play for it. So what is the time? Where is the time to play for it? But y'all niggas are violent against each other more so than in Malcolm's time. But if I say, why don't you go kill these fucking police, kill these fucking